I flew 8 hours to visit my friend, and I am mortified by what he did. I'm struggling to believe this just happened. I'm mortified and extremely embarrassed. Jason and I have been friends for many years. We met at university and were in the same friendship group. We stayed in touch after he flew home to Canada. I always had strong feelings for Jason after we spent hours a day talking. I adored this guy, thought he was intelligent, funny, endearing, and I got the feeling he felt the same way. He invited me to visit him and I agreed as I've always wanted to check out his city. Booked my flight and Airbnb and flew over. A weekend and I still haven't seen him. I asked about us meeting up and he eventually invited me out for drinks with him and his female friend I had never met before. I head to the restaurant and they're both finishing their dinner when I get there. We're in a booth and they're sat together, I'm on the opposite side. The first hour was fine. Then things got weird. They began facing each other, flirting with each other and ignoring me. Every time I tried to signal to leave, Jason would order me another drink on his tab. But wasn't speaking to me at all. Jason then began throwing coasters and ice cubes at me randomly. I felt humiliated. We finish up and I'm heading back to my Airbnb when the girl asks me back to her apartment with him. I said yes, since Jason and I have barely spoke since I arrived. Same thing happened there. I'm ignored and then Jason starts throwing random stuff at me. I was about to leave and he asked me to come out onto the balcony with him. I did so. I told him I've been asked on a date with someone in the city and he said nothing. He suddenly full-on sprinted inside and left me alone on the balcony. Seriously, what is happening? I asked him when he is heading home. He said he is staying the night with her. Great. I then leave. Jason doesn't even look up from his phone to say goodbye. I walk home alone at 2 in the morning back to my Airbnb. He then messages me telling me to get home safe. I ask him if I just third-wheeled and he insisted I didn't, that she's just a friend. I asked if he wanted to meet up again. He declined saying he's too busy. I just flew 8 hours for that. I am actually mortified. How could he treat me with such disregard and disrespect? How could he invite his F-buddy along to dinner with us then spend the night throwing ice cubes at me? My skin is crawling and I feel sick. What is the best way to look at this situation? Because right now I'm humiliated. And I can't lie, I'm in pain. I adored this guy. I wouldn't have accepted his invitation to fly 8 hours to see him if I didn't. He told me to book a flight, told me to let him know when I had done so and then later told me to book an hotel and to also let him know when it was done. Just for him to humiliate me. We've known each other for years at university. He has never acted like this before. He contacted me after I flew home insisting that this girl isn't a F-buddy and said that I acted weird, then proceeded to block me on Messenger so I couldn't respond. I acted weird? You got to be kidding me. My head is spinning. Is it odd that I feel a bit shell-shocked by this? What the hell was his game plan here? Why would anyone feel the need to act so cruel?